In this video, I'm gonna show you how to do this. Or something like this. Hi guys, it's Besonic here. In today's video, I'm gonna show you our new plugin Holo. Holo, which is a MIDI-driven resonator. It can control the resonate, follow the MIDI notes input. So let me show you quickly. First, you have the color parameter, which is strength, clarity, mix output, and sensitivity. The strength will control the maximum volume of the resonate, and the clarity will control the width. The mix and the output is a normal dry-wet mix and a normal output gain. And the sensitivity, which controls the sensitivity of the resonate. If you turn it up, the resonate will be more sensitive. The small change will also be resonate. If you turn it down, only the huge change in the audio will get into the resonator. Okay, let me show you with this bass loop. Okay, this is how to control the color in Holo. And for MIDI input, we have a small MIDI keyboard inside Holo. You can choose the root note, like C, C sharp, whatever, and choose the chord shape from minor 11, dominant 9, or major 7. And you can choose the octave and choose the expansion. Let me show you with an example quickly. You can use the root note selector and the chord selector and the octave and the expansion to control the MIDI notes, or you can just click the MIDI keyboard inside. Maybe choose every note, whatever you want. Yes, this is how you control Holo MIDI inputs inside of Holo. And you can control Holo with the MIDI notes in your DAW. For example, you turn the MIDI mode from key to MIDI. And I write some MIDI note here. Yes, it's just some normal chords. And you send this track MIDI signal to track 1. And now you can control Holo with this track's MIDI note. Let me show you. Or in this bass loop. And you can use ADSR to control the resonator as a real synthesizer. For example, let me change some MIDI note. This is how you control holo with the MIDI keyboard inside or MIDI notes from outside. And when you use the outside MIDI to control holo, you can select the MIDI port here from 1 to 16. After the MIDI control is the delay modulation. We give you a normal delay modulation inside of holo, which will give you a very specific sound combined with delay and resonator. Let me show you quickly. Let's choose the outside MIDI control and use the ADSR to make the resonate sound like a small plug. And we open delay. Turn up the mix, make the time like 16 notes. Turn up the feedback and control the input frequency and give a little bit modulation and use a ping pong mode. Let's hear the results. Or you can turn off the sync mode and use very small time. Combine delay and the resonator, it will give you a very unique room feeling. It will make you feel like this song is in a space, in a color space. You can feel the vibe inside of a room. That's why we give you a delay modulation here. And one more thing, we have a very interesting design here, which is you can use an outside sample to change the harmonic distribution to control the resonator sound. Let me show you quickly. Let's use the inner MIDI control and choose a chord like F minor 11 in octave 4, extension 1. Okay, and let's import some random sample. Okay, this is a little bit detuned. Let me find some things. Yes, it's very interesting, right? You can drag a random sample to change the distribution and change the sound of the resonator. And we give you a control because the harmonic distribution is not always in tune. So we give you an advanced setting, which is harm snap. If you turn off harm snap, let me show you what will happen. If I drag some percussion, you will hear a metal feeling sound. It's definitely not in tune, but it's interesting. If I turn up the harm snap, So if you want your result is in tune, turn on the hum snap or just turn off the hum snap to find a very interesting sound result. Now it's time to introduce this curve, which is kind of a EQ response curve, but it's not control the dry signal. It's control only the wet signal. Let me show you quickly. First, let's choose a new preset and turn the mix to 100% and play the audio. You can control the wet signal just like an EQ. And you can choose bell, low shelf, or high shelf, and a low cut and a high cut. That's how you use an EQ response curve to control the wet resonance signal. And to provide a better result, we gave users two small control. The first one is sidechain duck, which is kind of like a multi-bed compressor, but it will only compress where the wet signal is working, which means when you output the audio, it's a mix between dry signal and the wet signal. For example, the original signal have a lot of mid-range, and the resonator give you more mid-range, and you mix those two audio together, the mid-range will be blown up. So you can control the dry signal. You can reduce the dry signal a little bit to give the wet signal more space. That's why you have a sidechain duck. Control the attack, the release, and the dips. And you will have a small white line show you how much you reduce in the dry signal. As you can see, the white line will follow the response curve, the low cut and the high cut, because it will only reduce when the wet signal is worked. The second one is a pre-gain. And let me turn down the output volume and show you how to use pre-gain to give the audio a little bit distortion. Yes, it's just a normal distortion, but it will give you more option when you are trying to create a new sound. And then let's introduce some advanced setting. The first one is the hum snap I have already shown you before, which it will control the output resonate sound is in tune or not in tune. I recommend you to open this in most cases. The second one is tutorial. If you do not want to see this small tutorial, just close it. Yes. The third one is zero phase mode. You can use this to control the resonate result is zero phase or natural phase. Let me show quickly. If you open the zero phase mode, the resonate result will be very clean, but it will have pre-ring problem in the time zone. If you use a natural phase mode, the resonant result will have a lot of frequency leak, but in time, there is no pre-ring problem. And let me show you what is pre-ring. Let's listen to this drum. And let's open Holo. Turn the mix to 50%. Open the zero phase mode. You can hear the resonant signal is a little bit early than the dry signal output. Let's turn off the zero phase mode. I think you can hear the difference. And let's back to our last advanced setting, which is auto gain. The auto gain will control the output loudness is the same with the input loudness. I use a FabFilter Pro Air 2 to show you the result. Let's use this bass loop for example. The maximum is between -15 to -14 or -13. This is after holo. Let's turn off holo. You can see the result is very close. If we turn on holo and do not use the auto gain mode, let me show you what will happen. The output loudness is out of control. So that's why I recommend you to open auto gain mode in every cases. And this is the end of the video. If you are interested in this plugin, please go to our website bassonic.com to support us. You can have a $10 discount in this month until September 1st. If you are like this video, please click the subscribe button. Thank you very much. Your like and comments is very important for us. And if you have more idea or some suggestion about holo, you can just comment under the video. Thank you very much. See you next time.